Hello, everybody. Welcome to, wow, the Last Supper night, Passover evening, Good Thursday, before Good Friday. Wow, here we are already, Easter time and Passover. What an interesting time. I have been bouncing around all over 3D land today because in Germany, when we have these holidays, everything closes completely. The whole village just burrows a big tunnel and disappear, and there's nothing open. No people move. Even the clouds are still. Even Berlin hardly moves, and we're very lucky where I am because it's about the only village in a radius of quite a few 100 kilometers that actually have things open on a Sunday. Victor, hello, my beautiful. How are you? Yeah, beautiful. As I was just saying, it's an interesting day today. Here we got to the Last Supper Thursday. Missing you, but I am bouncing around doing a very magical art class. Um, if it's not just for the art, it's just for the other stuff that goes with it. I don't know if I'll get time to do the art because they're actually calling to really bond with grinding your own paints from stones and mud and tree bark and really blending with that energy. But the other stuff that goes with it about how empowered and how full of energy everything is, especially things that we create, is just like a little exciting. So yeah, I've also just, well, let's do the beautiful clearing because I think it's just so important. I've also kind of taken a step to the side to just remind myself and to remind everybody over these next 2 days how powerful this time is. The energy is intense. Just pace yourselves, and it is full of golden energy and a whole pile of darkness because we're all like being passed over with signs and sigils and darkness and blood and all these things. Yeah, they are very strong, yeah, because they have been practiced with deep fervor and fanaticism and reverence, all of the above, for hundreds of years, thousands of years, thousands of years, yeah, thousands of years. So extremely intense stuff going on. So if you have any crystal will do, but if you have a beautiful piece of citrine, always a good thing to have, which is for me, it vibrates to the solar plexus, but it's also the Christ principle, and it's crystal. I hope that Chloe's got some tomorrow. Let's maybe drop her an email and ask her if she's got some citrine. Mr. Floyd, hello. As I said, I've missed everybody today because I've been really bouncing around in 3D because we have this holiday and nothing is open. Germany, just even Berlin goes to sleep. Hardly anything is open. But here, nothing is open. So if you haven't done all your shopping until Monday, you can't even get coffee. Coffee closes, ice cream closes. Grace, love you too so much. I was just saying, everybody, if you have a piece, just pull out your citrine right now. It's really a very beautiful piece to work with. It's the Christ principle. It's as much as I love to work with liquid light, here we have solidified light. It's sunshine, it's the purity, and it just embodies so much of the Christ principle, and especially what we're going through now. Transformation, yes, it also works with money, so you can work with it on that level as well. But I like the Christ principle vibrating to the solar plexus, to the lion of Judah, to this whole transmutation, transformation, purity, cleansing. Just drink the water. Just really just embody this the citrine energy that we're working with at the moment. And especially if you've got to go into dark places, like some of us might be going into dark places into the next couple of days as well. It's always nice to have citrine because it just creates this automatic, beautiful seal and bubble around us of protection, warding off any negative. I don't know if citrine can be programmed negatively. Hey, these things all can be. It's like really sad, but they do, which is just come bit me on the bum a couple of days ago. Yeah, to the thousands and thousands of years. I think it's also because I'm really just dipping so much into the Hindu stuff and how when we were having our dark ages, and I haven't forgotten, I have just put it like on hold for a little bit, which for me is really huge because Ganesha is such a symbol of all of this. In my own meanderings in life, I always said that before all this whole wada all came out and hit the fan. But for me, Jesus always danced on tables. He was quite a renegade. That was just without any pre-programming because I pulled myself out of everything. And I always just said that he was a woman in a man's body. He thought like a woman. He had the compassion and the kindness of a woman. Yes. And if you have one to wear with you, I swallowed mine. I had a beautiful ring. It really looked after me very well. And then Millie, beautiful Millie, been thinking of you so much, my beautiful, lovely one. I hope you've received good energies from me today. So I swallowed my citrine ring, so they couldn't. They were very worried what it was doing in South Africa. I said no, it's just a ring with citrine. So before they confiscated it, it was doing weird things. I swallowed it, so I don't know if it's still there. I hope it is. Anyway, let us do some beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, I just said, Millie, if I think you do have a piece of citrine, just give it a quick rinse and keep it close to you for the next few days. Make water with it. Yeah, sit and meditate with it. It's a very, 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 very powerful time. And just really sit and meditate a little bit for your own self. It is the Christ time. It is crossing over. Moving on and turning around time. Yeah, moving into the unknown and having to listen. Yeah, having to hear. I mean, we know what came next in the stories. Yeah, both of the stories. Yeah, the wandering for 40 years in the desert. Why did their clothes never wear out? Wasn't that amazing? And what did they grumble about? They grumbled about the fact that they had no garlic for their food. I can totally understand that. And they were given 2 sets of commandments. The first one was very esoteric. Yeah? And remember, Moses came down, he was shining so much that they had to put a cloth upon his face. So he also had this great transfiguration. And very interesting, you know that there's no grave for Moses. But I did read something a little while ago that he's buried in Kashmir, also this whole Indian place. Yeah. So it's money magic days and citrine. Yes, absolutely. Yes, it is. It's also citrine is very often used for the money attracting. It's abundance. I just like it for its Christ energy. It's the main thing. It's Christ purity energy. So maybe Chloe's got a bit of extra. Yeah, citrine. It's really nice. It always makes me feel very strong and powerful, especially that very, very yellow one. Go and enjoy, Victor. Many blessings. You should have your citrine. Lots of protection. And enjoy your rainbow body. Just breathe in the light. Breathe out love. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Breathe in love. Remember, you are a beautiful shining light as you move through 3D. So thank you for being out there. Yes. Cool. I like that. I love us all being so prepared with our little bits and pieces. So, guys, this is, I was going to share it a bit just now, but that's what's really coming in. And then I thought, oh, no wonder I'm getting it, because I've been holding the animals and the plants. But they are just starting to come in, so just get ready. They are, we'll see you. I will see you tomorrow, Victor. I hope so. No, I might not. But I'll see you in the middle of the night if I wake up. I have tea tomorrow. Coffee. Let's see, my Irish friends. But we're starting the new Eden codes are starting to really stream in at the moment. Oh, it's a very nice combination. You can throw in a little bit. I used to like ruby or garnets as well. Garnets and citrine. Not amethyst, guys. You don't really want to do amethyst for money. Just a reminder there. It's way too spiritual, and you think of other things. Yeah? Also, just be careful where you put your altars. And I do hope that we've got altars. It's definitely time to do an altar and get ready to do another altar. So it's time to do an altar and a whole new one you can do again on Monday. So our beautiful new tree of life. So let us. So I needed to. It's not pause, it's just doing a lot of work, just to do so much golden energy pouring, and just to really just pour it and remind us and put us all in beautiful gold bubbles. And I try to force feed everybody. I know I shouldn't, but I do try to force feed everybody. It does rub off sometimes. So let us open our beautiful golden eye. Oh. And this beautiful 1,000-petaled lotus above our head. And our immaculate throat chakra that roars with power and wisdom, radiating our heart. What is it? From each 12. What is 9 times 12? No. They're thousands of little energy of nadis that come off the heart, but you can feel it. So just turn up your volume a little bit. Remember, you're in control. Go slowly with it. Just turn it up. First go as far as you can, then you can turn it up 10% and feel that. Then you can turn it up 50, 20, 33%, I like. Then 140 and infinity and beautiful. Yeah. Oh, sorry, now I'm getting really warm. Lindsay. Yeah, what's healing and protection and spirituality, and you're taking you into other dimensions. Oh, Lindsay, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, and plants. So if just one way of bringing in the new Eden codes is to play with your garden a little bit, sprinkle a little bit of extra compost, buy a new plant for your home. There's just so much out there on the internet. I do post a little bit every now and again of really good stuff that's happening in the world. People regreening the earth, greening the deserts, planting trees in the deserts, both in Africa and in China. I just saw how they're actually planting in the desert. It's really interesting. We're so clever these days. If you just think in our grandchildren's time, when they're grown up, there will be no desert there, It will all be green. And they won't believe us because it will just be so fertile and full of rivers and this whole new Eden growing again. No, they won't believe us when we tell them that it was a desert for thousands and thousands of years. Mm. So glad you're here, Lindsay. So honored. Mm. What are those? The jade plants, yeah. Oh, there's so many amazing plants. And don't forget to be planting a little bit of parsley or something, basil or something. Yeah. Just for your fresh green stuff. Okay, let us. I've been doing this. It's really, maybe I'll share it with you, but it's like so interesting. There was a whole form of I've just been like dipping into the golden age of Hinduism, which was when we were having our dark ages and absolutely jack shit was happening in this side of the world, like really nothing. Although they were killing a few people upside down in the circuses. But between the 2nd and the 6th century, where India was really just that's when those incredible buildings and the surgery and eye surgery and reconstruction. My mother told me that years ago that I mean they started rhinoplasty because if you lied in India they'd chop off your nose. So they started reconstructive surgery there. Hmm. Planting in the desert, they are so clever. They are I just saw the Chinese actually sent a whole pile of bunnies into the desert to actually go and dig, which I thought was really clever. So they were digging because they've got a problem that the desert is actually creeping up to this to their world, so they want to push it back. So they got the bunnies to go and dig. And then what they've been doing, yeah, bunny rigs, we must tell, we'll tell PG to send some more bunnies out there. And absolutely, basil. And then if you use there's a different one as well. And I love the smell of it. It's known as the herb of kings. Then there's the sacred temple basil, which is quite different. The Indian basil. It's more like a little tree. It's very nice. Yeah. But yeah, they've done a whole lot of these crazy pellets, and that's quite a while ago in Africa. Some they're just throwing out of helicopters, and others they are planting. Yeah, they were planting in after the bunnies had dug up the roots and everything from underneath. Then they were planting quite deep down. But what they've done, they've made these like golf ball things with the seed inside. So there's enough nutrients and water in that golf ball for the plant to actually take root and to stabilize. So it's going to be very, 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 very worker bunnies. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah. Bay leaf is also nice. Bay leaf is very good for any kind of magic and babbling. It's quite a potent calling in angelics and that's what's also coming on. So these are things that we can look forward to in the next couple of weeks after we've just try and focus on these next few days and keeping the light up and just chopping up the darkness. Oh, awesome. Yeah. I don't even have a veranda. I used to grow pretty much everything on the veranda, but not anymore. But you can do all of this stuff, and they do it in Germany. They really do. They're very good at. They're very old fashioned here. You know, they still knit socks and jerseys. They knit socks. They knit lots of socks. I think it's like a thing. Everybody gets socks now at Easter time. That Granny knitted over Christmas. Yeah. Mm. And all in pots. It's amazing. Hey, there's a lady in China. She just grows in the cracks of paving stones. You know, you've got those. I mean, these are just stories that I absolutely love. The small is used as an ornament in the Greek culture as well. Okay, I know it's used all temples in Hindu land in India have that small leaf basil. It's very different. Just with the Greek culture, it's also they have a very different organum. I love the Greek organum. Yeah, it's very different to the Italian one. It's wild and it grows in the mountains. We had a Greek shop. We have quite a few Greek shops. We have a lot of Greek people in South Africa. We have the whole Greek mafia in South Africa. Mr. Tropsk. Welcome. Welcome. I think you got wings. I like that. So yes, let's all get ourselves beautifully protected. Oh, what else is coming up? Yeah, we really want contact. We're really pushing that out as a group effort. We're just putting it out there and then going and looking at the stars and forgetting about it and carrying on with life. Yeah. So let us light our incense with. Oh, that's yeah. Oh, I was bumbling about the golden age of India, and that moved into China because they would all go to India and universities and the whole Muslim era, and that lasted for many centuries. That whole golden era of India, music, art, science. That's when they developed the decimal point, and they developed the zero. And the Indians did that one. So we're kind of moving into another beautiful new golden age. And if you haven't got citrine, or you can work with all of them, there's so much love about right now. It says PG, is it? Ah, it's very different, eh? And they use it with lavish abundance and abandonment, like cupfuls of the stuff. So if you're not working with citrine, please be working with um, this congealed love in a stone, rose quartz. It's definitely the time. It's the reason why there could be that resurrection. It was the woman that tended to Jesus. Those were the last words that he said. Was fresh bay leaves. Yes, it can be quite invasive, Millie, so keep it in a pot. When it turns into a tree, it can be, and it gets like a lot of like funny white bug things. So it's really nice if you put it in a tree and keep it trimmed as topiary. Yeah. No, he is not PPG. What was I saying? I've forgotten. I'm not in my head. I don't know where I am. Oh, right. It was love. 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 Love that create, that allowed that thanks, Lindsay, that allowed that resurrection to happen. It was the love of the woman, and it was the love which Jesus had as well, that brought him out and managed to get him. So just remember, that's why I'm just pouring out love. Feel to just take a break into love and work with rose quartz and citrine at the moment. So welcome, Mr. Tropsky. How do you say that? Tropsky. It could be, if it was in Africa, it would have a click. Yeah, so it's just my little focus right now. And just, I think it's just so important that you remember your own sweetness. There's so much craziness out there about who Joshua was and who he wasn't, and who Mary Magdalene is and who she isn't. And the ascended masters and all this flipping crap out there, guys. It's like, just stop, close your eyes, go still inside, and remember your sweetness. Yeah? Remember your childlike sweetness, and put aside all the pain and all the whatever's happened, and just come back to your sweetness and to your fits. But I'm just feeling to share hugely right now, and for myself as well. And just come back to purity, to love, to unconditional love, to kindness. Above all else, be kind. To gentleness, yeah. To prayer, to meditation. Yeah. It's not difficult. Loving the trees, loving the nature, feeding the hungry. And yeah, just spare a thought. I mean, it must have been quite an interesting evening, being the Last Supper as well. Huh? You know, like whoever was there, don't get into those arguments. I have one in my kitchen, a picture of the Last Supper. Yeah, the bigger the leaves. Oh, and basil loves sun. Yeah, do you also know it as the herb of kings? And I absolutely love basil oil. It's got a completely different smell. It's like licorice. It smells like aniseed, and love basil. Yeah, eat lots of it. It's good for everything. And it's the one thing that when you're cooking, you can't. I don't know. You can't really cook with basil. It doesn't taste nice. It doesn't work. It just loses its flavor. So just pop it in just before or as you serve it. Okay, we've done the oil, anointed. Just think, give a moment about this intense temple that we have that houses this incredible power that we have to just plug in, activate, nurture, feed a little bit, or not feed, starve it a little bit of all the shit that it's eating. Yeah, we are what we eat. Remember that too. So we're moving into like interesting, but these phases all come slowly but surely. Work more with citrine. So let us light our beautiful incense. I use spiritual guide, please, whatever smoke you work with. And I'm still working very much with the figure of 8. You know, up into the heart, to the still point of the heart, awakening and clearing the upper chakras, crossing over to the still point of the heart, cleansing and loosening the lower chakras. You can do this all night and just do it as with beautiful gold, like with gold thread. It's like a trail of the Milky Way, like a snake, a golden snake. Yes. Yes. And use the smoke, the higher energies, awakening the third eye, being receptive to this golden energy, waiting above us. And remember, it's us, we're creating this incredible, intense energy that is shooting up and like a thunderbolt. Yeah, and that comes down. Yeah, it can also pour down. There's so many ways that it's happening, and all of the above. And just clearing these lower chakras so that we have more energy, because incompletions and all this trauma is very, very debilitating. Yeah. And protecting and removing any negative elementals and any negative energies that have attached themselves to us. A good bath sometime between now and Sunday would be a very good idea. Doesn't have to be a big thing, but just with a little bit of extra intention. Salt scrub or something similar. just to make our bodies more receptive to this energy that is there, but just reminding us that it is there. Yeah. Yeah. So remember that we are healing, healing, healing from crazy relationships and anything that broke our heart, damaged our heart. I was just thinking, I can't remember how many years ago it was. I was just, and it's this time of the year. I was just walking back from taking my dog. I know that Metatron and a whole pile of angels had stationed themselves down the road, and it was like, it was when I really started, but I still didn't really realize how much I saw. And I was walking, it was actually on Easter Sunday, and I was coming back, and just like this, it was like Jesus spoke to me so softly, 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 with this incredible rainbow heart from the bushes, and just said, your heart is healed. Here's a rainbow heart. And I also stopped. I was doing like a whole lot of meditations with the violet flame, and I was driving myself a little insane. And it was just, for goodness sake, why don't you just stop this? This was my Metatron. And just go and be yourself. Just be you. Just, you know who you are. Just tune into yourself. You're trying to take in too much and be something that you're not. Yeah. So I hope that's helpful for somebody. It's just to remember that we are definitely our own guru, and nobody's got all the answers for us. So, and that's why there are just so many different religions and so many different cultures, because they work for the culture that they're in, you know? And for the area that they're in. So we'll all be one day, but then that'll be a really big one. So let us just clear the heart with all these, and to make it receptive, and that we just can just pour love out. So remember, the more that we pour it out, the more we receive. Yeah. You see it radiating, or doing the figure of 8, the infinity symbol, both ways, 8 ways. It does have 12 petals of the lotus. Yeah. And for me, it is ruled by Lakshmi, so you can keep that in the back of your head. But Lakshmi is also deeply compassionate. Yeah? I will actually sometime, either we'll talk about it again sometime between now and Tuesday, about the 9 goddesses that live in our heart. Well, it's a bit more, but just to remind us of the power that we carry within us, all of it, or whichever we choose to use at that time. Whether you're a guy or a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter. Just opening up the higher heart here, radiating unconditional pure God love everywhere. And opening up and clearing the base chakras so that we are radiating pure, practical, grounded, mundane, fantastic, wonderful earth energy love. And many people are going to need a lot of that beautiful energy from the base to be planting and cooking and creating. You need a lot of that energy to till the fields, and to, even if you're just checking the things. I love planting, what they're doing in these new planting videos. There's a great site I haven't looked for a long time. His name is Max Bentley. I think he does a weekly thing of just something wonderful that's happening around the world, what they're doing. So let me write that in here. Sorry, guys. And I wasn't even here. You see, I was somewhere else. I was on the other side, and that's a pity. Oh, well, you didn't need to hear me. I was just telling you not to work like on a big, horrible, magic way with sigils. And if you do, to trace them to come with a purity of heart and to work more. Sorry about that. You know what? I dropped something on my computer just now. So you can hear me now. Oh, and I was like, thanks. And now you can hear me now, hey? Yay! Thanks, Lindsay. This is technology. It's okay. I do fine with it. If I had my computer and yeah, and yeah, more eyes, it would be a lot easier. So, um, it's a lie. Yes, it's a lie. I know. You see, I need to remember how often that I am being alive. Yeah. So, okay. So we have the colams and the rangoli. So that's called doodles. I've been encouraging you guys to doodle and doodle and doodle and doodle and doodle as much as just a little bit even, just so it's starting with. And really, we're so open for the contact is going to happen like within the next couple of weeks. We're putting it out there right now. Huh? I'm sure Josh is going to start next week as well. Just put it out there. Huh? Why not? I mean, I know that I have it, and I want more. I want more. I want more. I want it louder and clearer. Yeah. So, and obviously protected. So just be very careful what you're wanting as well. Everything. So, what am I doing? The rangolis. Let's see. So I created some, and I said, it's really nice. The rangoli is when they do it for festivals. So, um, draw it with sand. Mix sand with water to try and be really organic. Did you hear earlier? Now I'm doing this interesting art transformation stuff at the moment where we're being called to work with very, very natural paints. So, of course. And the more that I'm getting back to this love, the stronger and the more empowered and empowering is beautiful Ganesha and what he holds. He's absolutely incredible. So I created these just to remind us that we are coming into this light out of the dark, and to keep our light going. Yeah, and just again, so empowering, how strong. And this is just filling up the heart with liquid love, filling your hearts, keeping your hearts full of gold. If that's just we can all imagine that. We all know what gold looks like. We all know what the heart looks like. And we can just imagine ourselves walking through waterfalls of gold and just embodying it. I'm just keep reminding us, guys, because we have to do it. Yeah, you have to do it. If you want to move into the next level, we have to push ourselves up. And don't forget to breathe up and down your spine. You can go as high as you want. I just breathe from the base to the mouth of God. And I'm no longer breathing out negative stuff. I just trust that that's just falling away. So I'm breathing in love and breathing out love and breathing in love and breathing out love, or golden gratitude. I love this. This is really so beautiful with the empowerment of the beautiful lotus. And these are just beautiful to trace. You can trace them on the computer with your finger and just say a beautiful affirmation to yourself. Just conquering the light will conquer the dark. We're moving really out of the darkness. It is, if you want it to be, a huge falling away again. Keep the fire. Don't let it go out, guys. Really, it's so important. I was telling you about Agni and fire and the Zoroastrians. They don't worship the fire, but fire cannot be contaminated. And I think the Hebrews also have that they don't let a fire go out. I know they worked with it after the Holocaust, that they have that eternal flame in Israel of remembrance. No, but many cultures don't let the fire go out. I was just listening to Jared also said he has this eternal flame. Huh? But it's you don't have to have a fire all the time. Fire, and African tribes don't let fires go out. Also, it's really sacred, and it's remember it cannot be corrupted. It cannot be polluted. And a lot of the African tribes, I wouldn't be surprised if the Indian tribes also, if they move the fire, only the children can carry the fire because they're still pure in heart. They have some very interesting things. I absolutely love this one. This one just is for me. It's very for me, and working with I work with Ganesha and the goddess at the moment. It's Kali. I'm really drawing, and she has like 10 aspects of Kali, yeah. And Shiva, thank God for Shiva, just pure light. This is more of a Rangoli, which is just also that beautiful radiating. It's more intricate pattern. So do them on paper. Just remember, we're coming out of the dark. So just you can go back and dwell on these. Maybe I'll post them on my community page or on Discord, so you can just have a look at them and meditate with them for a little while. Just like imprint them on your brain cells. This was us coming out of this darkness. So if you need a little light, you can welcome to use this light in the darkness. And remember, you create the light. Because it was a very difficult 3 days. Jesus went down to get the keys, and I think also when didn't they have to go at night? They couldn't wait for their bread to rise, and they had to run. Yeah, with no, and then they had this pillar of light to lead them, which is where we're going. These stories are there for us to be inspired by them. So the more that we tune in, the less we can hear in 3D, the more confusing this will get. We have to really just strengthen ourselves and to be led. And just ask yourself, what is a yes? What is a no? If you need use a pendulum or muscle testing, if you don't know what they are, Google it. And don't forget that our DNA is changing. Well, I don't think it's changing. I think it's just activating. And there's just so much gold dust around. This is for the new codes of Eden in all directions. Absolutely love it. So, filling our hearts with liquid love, liquid light. Little macabres and rainbow macabres. Remember, there's a lot of hard work, guys, personal hard work that I strongly suggest you do some of it, yeah? Because this month is going to be a holy month for the Buddhists, and it's the creation of the rainbow body. So get hold of the Eightfold Path. There was actually something, and I will share it. It's a whole thing with Hinduism. What are they called? The nuts. It's also a poem, but that started in that era, and they're very tantric. But they work with 8 chakras, and each chakra has got 8 petals. So and this is the awakening of the new codes for the Garden of Eden. So we've got exciting things coming up. Remember that that's what they thought that Jesus was. If I offends anybody that I say Jesus, I'm sorry. It just makes it easier for me. The big boss, the great architect, and my brother Jesus. So I have a very sweet relationship with Jesus. And I'm having a very sweet relationship with this little guy. Anyway, this came out so trippy. I'm so proud of this one. I love it so much. I just want to jump inside and just pick a pattern. Any pattern will do. These are the flower of life patterns. These are all pretty much all based on the flower of life, which is in our DNA. Oh no, look what I did. I Oh no, I didn't. I thought I'd lost us. I'm back here. Oh, my fire. Oh, okay. But that's thank you. Beautiful. The golden black is so nice. I'm really feeling we coming out of the darkness. So, yes, it's also alive as well as me. So, just I must put that one back up there. Uh, uh, uh. I these are I absolutely love these as working with the chakras or working with a macabre. There's lots to be working with, guys, and if you we'll go through some of them, but you're welcome to do some googling for yourself if you feel led to do it, and if you don't, that's also fine. The other thing I love this one. I absolutely just it's kind of shining in the dark and it's leading the way and it's like, hmm, mm. It does, hey? It's thanks, Grace. It's just I don't know, I just love those little points of light around it. It's just if you look too long, you'll start crying, which is a good thing. Melt your hearts. Let it just be golden liquid energy running all around your body, guys. And we are actually making this energy that is coming in is real gold. It's not pretender gold, or it's not like a mystical, esoterical wah thing. These are seriously the codes and the energy of real gold coming in. I've been saying this for a long time. We have got no idea what's coming. We haven't even touched the surface, but we have no idea what's coming up. So the sooner that we start just like empowering our light bodies, and at the same time, the more that the light is pushing through you, the more that the trauma and the shit is just dropping. Yeah, and we've got such an amazing, powerful group that we're going to be quantum jumping and doing all sorts of wonderful plantings and acknowledging the new earth and having a lot of fun along the way and spinning in our macabre bodies and dematerializing with ease and grace. Yeah. But remember, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and you've got to do it inside. Okay. So these are my notes that I can't read. It's really like a whole cosmic renewal right now, and especially this time of the year. So that's why I'm back at this. Don't want us to miss it. For myself too, but for you guys, just to remind you every single day. So imprint that. I'll put it. I'll put it on both, because I don't think everybody goes to Discord. I only go half there. Okay. What have I got? It's resurrection. Oh, don't forget it's resurrection. And then what do we have after resurrection? We have another 40 days. This is such a busy year. It's so busy. And I don't usually pay so much attention to the stars and the planets, but you can't not pay attention this year because they're all doing like really weird things that they haven't done for millions of years or hundreds of years or thousands of years. So all these things are linking and keys and locks and gears and science and all sorts of things are exploding and being fabulous. And we need lots and lots and lots of protection out there to keep this whole new creation, the arts and the crafts and the sciences and the music, and just safe, and let it just grow without any interference and negativity and ridicule. Yeah, let those just whatever they're going to do spontaneously combust or something. And yeah, just be open to contacts. Don't go down too many rabbit holes, but just if you want it. But you have to get rid of the fear, hey? So, and you have to because they can't come down, you have to go up. They can come down and then we meet in a space in between. Yeah. So I think that's a whole new dimension. And it's not 2 Earths, it's 12 Earths. But we'll just stick with 2 for now. It's more than enough to deal with. Okay, so yeah, lots of gold showers. The Elohim are dancing around and talking. That's what the Elohim do. Millie does a lot with the seraphim. So please share, Millie. Please share. And really, it's deep gratitude because it was like a Lady Nada and back to her liquid lava, like that. Her liquid, she works with liquid crystal. I thought, oh, good. Thanks, Millie. So, yeah, what have I got here? Easy to really shed old patterns. I mean, isn't this calling your name? Love you, Millie. Have a beautiful, beautiful Passover evening. And I will be on tomorrow. I might be a bit late, but I will be on. So have a very beautiful Thursday. Friday. Good Friday. Why do they call it Good Friday? Why they call it something else here? So yeah, we're going into a higher state of consciousness. Oh, what have we got? Yes, we've got another what is it, 40 years here? We've got another 40, very interesting 40 days. And it's the one that's, I think America, they did it long ago, but pretty much all over the world. I thought it was one of the most powerful Christian holidays, not being brought up Christian, but I thought it was such a beautiful holiday and so powerful, which was, what do they call it? Now I've only got the German name in my head. Ascension Day, when Jesus actually went up on this cloud with music and the angels or in his spaceship or whatever. But they actually took that out a long time ago as a holiday. It's known as Father's Day here in Germany, and they call it Himmelfahrt. We spoke about that before. It's the heavenly ride. So it's 40 days from Sunday to Himmelfahrt, and then it's, I don't know, a week or 10 days until Pentecost. Okay, so just there's similar things in all the religions. So even I'm sure in the whole ISIS story, it's all there if you feel more comfortable working with that. So we've got a lot of energizing to do in the next 40 days. Not so much. I mean, it'll be really sad if we use all these 40 days for purging still, because we had purging time from 11/11. Sorry, I've never been so obsessed or so focused on dates and what's happened, but I am writing a lot of this down and being in tune with all these 40 days. Yeah, teach me to do the things I did in my life. So we're moving into a whole, so this is where we want to go. We want to just get into a whole new level of consciousness, draw these sigils. If you haven't watched What the Bleep, she kind of drew these beautiful things. She wrote, and draw them over your body. Let your kids draw. If you've got grandchildren, let them draw squiggly patterns. Where's my squiggly pattern? When my boy was little, we used to have competitions. These were his squiggly patterns. Where's the squiggly patterns? Wait. Can you see his squiggly patterns? And then I made them into bookmarks. And I would just either give them away or sell them. Usually give them away when people bought things. And then he did cow things. Oh, but the Germans were so terrible. I couldn't sell them. So he was still little. I don't know if you can see the cows. The light's really weird at the moment. Where's the cow? He did cows, sacred cows. You'd like to do this in a couple of seconds. But the squiggles, if you want some inspiration for squiggles, have a look at Gustav Klimt. He's one of my favorite squiggle artists. Squiggle artists. Okay. He does some really beautiful, and he absolutely adored women. That's why he did the things he did. Hundertwasser is also very nice to be inspired by. So we're working with love, strength, and bright blessings. Oh yeah, this one said we're moving into a whole new level of consciousness, and we'll be very sad if we've got to really do this too much of this purging and going over our trauma. Sorry, I don't take your traumas lightly, guys, not at all. But just build a bridge, keep working with it, but let's move into another level, for yourself and for the whole of the planet. Let's move it up, level up, next level. What else about it? Oh yeah, each wave of energy, we can rise higher and higher. So you know that I love to bless us with waves and waves of love and light, or just with waves of light. It's nothing, just sending you waves, and they're coming in waves. So every time we get these waves, we can just ride a golden wave and level up. It's a very beautiful journey, and it's just so beautiful, full of gold dust. So enjoy it, and we're just all birthing a little bit more. It's constantly birthing, and don't really stop, So I can't read what I've written at all because I've written in red pen. And I know it was something which, I know, okay, I'll just keep reminding yourself how holy is the temple that we keep things in. So my beautiful, beautiful soul lights and brave beings, and remember we chose this ascension time, this ascension journey, and it's really clear, guys. This is what we're doing. Hey, isn't it quite amazing? So just keep the light going, and have the most beautiful, 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 blessed Good Friday, or whatever you do tomorrow. At least go outside and remember that those were the last words that Jesus said, was after he said it's finished, and my God, why have you forsaken me? We've all felt that, and I hope we've all cried that at some time in our life where we've really felt forsaken. And he forgave them. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I'm going to cry because these are just all the things we need to do. And the last words he said were, behold thy mother. So I like to see that as the earth. And it's, the Indians, people that, I know they've done a lot of like really hectic stuff as well. But the Hindus, it's apparently in part of their culture, is people that abuse women are actually known as demons. I thought that was very interesting. We've got so much terrible abuse. Anyway, let's keep it light. We're going to be rescuing all of that. If you cry for the others and cry for yourself and send them lots and lots of light and healing and rainbow energy and liquid pink love and the whole essence of Lady Nada and the essence of the Christ and the essence of the Marys. And I think that's just quite enough for me for today. So I love you all, beautiful ones, and eat with consciousness, especially today. So love to everyone. And oh, yeah, sorry, you've got a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful evening ahead of me. So big, 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 big love, and yeah, waves of light and waves of love coming your way. Just catch them. Okay. Bye.